earlier this summer at our denomination's General Assembly, there was an overture that was passed that would change the examination process for incoming pastors as well as elders at the congregational level. We as a Presbytery are going to have to vote on whether or not we support that overture, and we will do that later in November at our Presbytery meeting then. But before we do that, we want to discern together as a Presbytery. We want to remove that discernment from a floor discussion at a Presbytery meeting, which is limited to 2 minutes of speaking either for or against, and fitting inside the allotted amount of time on the agenda. So at our meeting next month in September, we will be gathering together before the Presbytery meeting in person inside Stone Hall at National Presbyterian Church for our first step in that discernment. It will be a conversation that will happen around tables. It will be a conversation that will happen throughout the whole room as we together discern how we want to move forward as a Presbytery, so that our first time talking about this is not on the floor of a meeting in the style of a debate. We'll hear from our Committee on Ministry, as well as our stated clerk, that if this does pass, how we as a Presbytery would go about implementing this, how we would recommend to our local congregations on how they implement it as well. This conversation, which is our first step in our discernment, is not limited to pastors and commissioners only. This is open for anyone in the Presbytery who wants to come and dive in together into this dialogue about how we as National Capital Presbytery might move forward around this overture. So we invite you to come, to chime in online, to be able to participate with us in this discernment process, which will not be limited to this meeting. We will still carry this out throughout the fall as we hear from each other and prepare for a vote in November. We hope to see you then.